Good morning, it's the Colonel with hellbrokeloose.com.
Hey folks, it's the Colonel here at hellbrokeloose.com. Go check us out there on the Facebook, on the YouTube, and on my website, hellbrokeloose.com. Because that's where the shit actually is. But you can find it in those other places as well. So I woke up this morning to not a news story. It's just something I've seen before, but I was just like, oh my gosh, this is fucking awesome. I gotta say something about this. This is cool. So apparently there's this thing that's been going around for like a year now. It's attributed to Tim the Toolman Taylor, Tim Allen. It's a post about why to vote for Donald Trump in 2020 if you're on the fence.
Oh gosh, he's putting on his MAGA hat again.
I know that Tim Allen didn't write this.
I was just bullshitting.
That's okay.
Fire!
I'm going to get to that. But first I'm just going to read what Tim Allen wrote. And then we'll move on.
Disinformation!
Tim the Toolman.
Said it again.
Whatever your feelings for Trump, these are some interesting points that Tim Allen makes. Put your hatred aside and think about these observations. Tim Allen is credited with writing this. From Tim Allen.
Did somebody say Tim Allen?
Here are some interesting points to think about prior to 2020, especially to my friends on the fence, like moderate Democrats, libertarians, and independents, and the never Trump Republicans, and those thinking of walking away from the Democratic Party. Women are upset at Trump's naughty words. Oh, no. They also bought 80 million copies of 50 Shades of Grey.
Some chicks just love to scream.
Not one feminist has defended Sarah Sanders. It seems women's rights only matters if those women are liberal.
Well, that one crazy eye she has.
No border walls, no voter ID laws. Did you figure it out yet? But wait.
There's more.
Chelsea Clinton got out of college and got a job at NBC that paid $900,000 a year. Her mom flies around the country speaking out about white privilege. And just like that, they went from being against foreign interference in our elections to allowing non-citizens to vote in our elections. President Trump's wall costs less than the Obamacare website. Trump's wall costs less than Obamacare's website. Which still doesn't even freaking work. It's just a way to get robocalls at your phone 24 hours a day. Let that sink in, America. We are one election away from open borders, socialism, gun confiscation, and full-term abortion nationally.
Have my gun when you pry it from my cold, dead hands.
We are fighting evil. You know, you hear that word thrown around a lot. Evil. By people that are trying to do the most evil things that have ever been done in America.
I reject your moral persecutions.
And to repeat some of the same freaking offenses that we've repeated before, just in a different way. Because that's progress, right? That's progressive.
I reject your definition as progressive and insert my own.
They sent more troops and armament to arrest Roger Stone than they sent to defend Benghazi. 60 years ago, Venezuela was 4th in the world's Economic Freedom Index. Today, they are 179th, and their citizens are dying of starvation. In only 10 years, Venezuela was destroyed by democratic socialism. Russia donated $0 to the Trump campaign. Russia donated $145,600,000 to the Clinton Foundation.
Yeah, well, PolitiFact says that was the Canadians, and the Russians only donated $4 million. Shut up, bitch!
But Trump was the one investigated. Nancy Pelosi invited illegal aliens to the State of the Union. President Trump invited victims of illegal aliens to the State of the Union. Let that sink in. A socialist is basically a communist who doesn't have the power to take everything from their citizens at gunpoint yet.
Actually, that's not true. Socialists are just non-white people.
How do you walk 3,000 miles across Mexico without food or support and show up at our border 100 pounds overweight and with a cell phone? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez wants to ban cars, ban planes, give out universal income, and thinks socialism works. And she calls Donald Trump crazy. Bill Clinton paid $850,000 to Paula Jones to get her to go away. I don't remember the FBI raiding his lawyer's office.
That's because he was abusing his position of power and fucking his own intern, and Donald Trump was just fucking a porn star. Duh.
I wake up every day, and I'm grateful that Hillary Clinton is not president of the United States of America. Me too.
Me too there, Bubba.
Hashtag.
The same media that told me Hillary Clinton had a 95% chance of winning now tells me Trump's approval ratings are low. Last I checked, it was like 75, 80% chance. So at this point, they're saying that's basically like the 80 to 90% chance that Trump loses, which basically means Trump is guaranteed to win if the past is of any indication here. The problem, quote, the problem with socialism is that sooner or later you run out of other people's money. Margaret Thatcher.
That bitch was white.
Maxine Waters opposes voter ID laws. She thinks that they are racist.
He just put air quotes over racist.
You need to have a photo ID to attend her town hall meetings.
Only black people and women allowed. Let me see your ID.
President Trump said, they're not after me, they're after you. I'm just in their way. They're not after me, they're
after you.
And I'm just standing in their way. Pass along these truths. So, the internet was in an uproar about this like a year ago. Now it's making its way back around again. And so, fact checks. Did the fact checkers come in? You bet they did, especially with the new Facebook fact checking bullshit that they've got now, so that anybody can be a fact checker. So there's a lot of fact checks here. Going to go into some of those here.
I'll check your facts, bitch.
Let's see here. Let me pull this up. So when you get down to the bottom of this, you see missing context. This is a little information box that you see on your screen there. Independent fact checkers say that this information could mislead people. Now, why do you think that is? What do you think is misleading about this information attributed to the actor
Tim the Toolman Taylor?
Allen? Was it the part about Benghazi? Maybe? What about the website? The website costed more than Trump's border wall? What facts do you think that were wrong in there? That the women didn't stand up for Sarah Sanders? What about the Russian donations to the Clinton campaign? Do you think that was what they fact checked? Do you think that's what was wrong with this? Was that the misleading context? How about the fact that Pelosi invited illegal aliens to the State of the Union while Trump brought the victims of illegal aliens? Is that what's wrong with this? You think that's what the fact checkers pointed out? Is that the misleading context? How about that Bill Clinton paid $850,000 to Paula Jones and nobody broke down his lawyer's door? Do you think that's what they found to be misleading and out of context? How about the fact that a socialist is basically a communist who doesn't have the power to take everything from their citizens at gunpoint? Do you think that probably was fact checked, right? And that's the thing that was misleading and out of context, right? Or maybe that Maxine Waters requires IDs to come to her town hall meetings. That probably was untrue, right? Probably that was it. No. None of those things. So let's look, let's pull it up here. Let's see. Missing context. Independent fact checkers say this information could mislead people. See why? So we'll click CY here. All right, here we go. Missing context from independent fact checkers. This is the full list of all of the factual fallacies in this infallible, this completely racist document here, right? So this is everything that's basically that they found to be inaccurate and out of context with this document. From PolitiFact, no, actor Tim Allen didn't write that viral anti-Democrat post on Facebook. Oh, okay. Okay, so misattribution. Let's see. Reuters, fact check. Fact check. Actor Tim Allen did not write viral post against Democrat. Okay, well, all right, we'll get down to the meat of it. We'll talk Benghazi and stuff here. How about check your fact? We are one election away from open borders, socialism, gun confiscation. Wait, did Tim Allen make this statement? Oh, so it's not about whether that statement is true. It's just, did Tim Allen make that statement? Tim Allen, the two-man Taylor? Okay, well, let's keep on going now. Lead stories. Says, fact check. Actor Tim Allen did not write a pro-Trump post. Lead story. Okay, how about the AFP United States? No, comedian Tim Allen did not write this pro-Trump post. Okay, there's one more. This is going to get down to the meat and potatoes here. At least this one will at least disprove that that not one feminist has defended Sarah Sanders, and it seems that only women's rights are liberal. Because that's got to be a subjective opinion, right? So that definitely got fact checked. Right? So the USA Today fact check: actor and comedian Tim Allen did not write viral conservative statement. About this notice, independent fact checkers say this information is missing context and could mislead people.
That's all of the fact checks.
Over a year of fact checking. The only fact that is true in the fact checking, the only fact that is false in the fact checking that makes this document somewhat misleading and out of context is that the comedian and actor Tim Allen, Tim the Toolman fucking Taylor, didn't write it. That is it. Not one single statement in all of this has been fact-checked to be inaccurate, untrue, or misleading, or out of context. Not one freaking statement is untrue or out of context according to the Facebook fact-checking motherfuckers at the fucking Facebook. So, based on Facebook and the fact checkers, which would be PolitiFact, Reuters, Check Your Fact, Lead Stories, the AFP US, and USA Today, everything I just read in that document is factually correct. Every reason why you shouldn't vote for Democrats and every reason that you should vote for Trump that was listed there by Tim Allen is
absolutely true.
And you know this, man?
Or at least they're too stupid to fucking fact check them and figure out why they're not true. So there you go. Just a little bit of fun for our Tuesday morning here. Wednesday morning, whatever the hell day it is. What day is this? Tuesday. So, Tuesday morning here in Kentucky with the message from Tim the Toolman Taylor. Oh, sorry. No, just a message. And apparently there was a guy named Tim Allen that posted it, and it was just a guy named Tim Allen, and then the interweb, I guess, was like, oh, Tim Allen, Tim the Toolman Taylor, started attaching his face to it and stuff. So that's where we are, folks. You smear character, but none of the facts actually matter. Nobody cares. The only fact that anyone cares about on this whole little manifesto of all the accurate and correct reasons why you should be freaking terrified of the Democrats and all of these sniveling, uneducated individuals that screech and scream and lose their fucking minds all the time because their brain is getting melted on the social media and on the news.
Miners, and other planets throughout the North Pole.
believe every freaking thing they hear because they just don't know better. One thing they can figure out, though, is that Tim Allen is not responsible for this unadulterated truth. And Tim Allen is a Republican.
Bitch.
Hell broke loose!